Perhaps another deal to be made before the season opener. He said he would like to acquire a right-hand hitting outfielder to play off the bench, and he's talking to one, perhaps two teams about that, Skip, so we may not be done yet.
One thing Schuerholz has done is made sure that program sales are going to move briskly, because you really can't tell the Braves players without a scorecard anymore. Thanks, Pete. We'll be checking with you a little later on. And Don and Joe will start our tour of the stadium when we come back right after this on the Superstation.
And was sure a pain in the side of the Braves.
By the way, just a personal aside, yesterday we had a little rehearsal here, and I was walking out, and as I was walking out, Marquise Grissom was driving into the news stadium trying to find his luggage, which he had sent back to Atlanta. He had gone to the old ballpark, couldn't find it there because everything was locked up, and he was just the same first-class guy. In fact, he came up to me and said, "Hey, thanks for everything." I started almost crying. He's thanking me. The great years he had here, we just hope he and David and everybody else does well where they go, and that it's a cliche, but you want the deal, Pete, I guess, to help both clubs, don't you?
Yeah, you do, and I think the players really understand the differences now. The economically sound ball clubs are able to afford to do a few more things than the economically weak ones. There's going to be a lot of juggling of payrolls year in and year out in these ball clubs in Lofton, and for that reason, I think a little more explosiveness at the top of the order.
Okay, Pete, let's talk a little bit about who's going to win the respective divisions as we put on our little Swami hats. Don Sutton.
We're always so good at this.
Oh, yes. Every year we humiliate ourselves yet again.
Well, let me take a first shot at it. I think Seattle over in the American League West has one of the best-looking ball clubs over there, so I'm picking them to win.
Okay, Pete, thanks very much. We'll just have to adopt a wait-and-see attitude here. I re-emphasize, to the best of everyone's knowledge, no one was hurt, and there were no fatalities in this thing. It was very scary. I think, Joe, we're very fortunate it happened as early as it did. If it had happened an hour and a half later, it would have been a mess here.
A dreadful thought to think about all those people trying to get out on the concourse, which was filled up with black smoke as well. And, 5:45 is a whole lot better than 7:45.
Talking to Fred McGriff just a moment ago, and you're going to see a picture of him and some of our players in the outfield. He'll never forget his first day as an Atlanta Brave, that's for sure.
Well, we can laugh about it now, but he was brought in here to light a fire under this ball club. I think that was taking it to extremes.
That he has done. This Week in Baseball is coming along next, and we'll be back periodically to report from the ballpark as to what's next. So stay with us. Thank you. Here we are on the club level down the first base line. This is the new press box, at least for a day or two. Pop foul back again. Good, the firemen are going to get themselves a souvenir. Yeah. They deserve it.
Yeah, they do.
The motorcycle I'm sitting on is a typical ball motorcycle. It weighs between 198 243 pounds. Those are the rules. It can't be more than 7.5 feet long. As we go along, we'll tell you about the rules and regulations. A capacity crowd is gathered here. I know I look like even more like an idiot than normal with this ridiculous umbrella over my head, but the reason for it is about 42 degrees in suburban Moscow today. The wind out of the north at 30 miles an hour, and still a capacity crowd is expected tonight.
Yeah, you do, but they want to take the picture first. Nothing I can add to that, so congratulations, Skip.
Oh, Walter. Thank you very much.
Words like glorious and glamorous, and that old standby amorous. You are much too much, just too very, very to ever be in Webster's dictionary. And so I'm borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're marvelous, too marvelous